right off the bat, I could tell I'm not going to be able to hold this phone up this entire time because I talk way too much. And it looked nice, but then now it's also dead and it looks weird and like overthinking everything and like I'm not in a good mood right now. Like, okay, so remember a couple videos ago I talked about Tyler Oakley and how I'm starting to love him and stuff, and then so I was watching a couple of his videos, and then I started watching a couple of Tracer Vaughn's new videos too, as well as Tyler Oakley's. But Tyler Oakley doesn't like post as much, and neither does Troy. But Troy has been on like a couple of TV, like radio shows, and they were interviewing him for what is it called? His new song, My, which they made it sound so awesome, and then I listened to it and I was like, I don't know. I love Troy, but like his music style is just like occasionally like he'll have a song that I actually really like, but most of his music is really melancholy for me, too melancholy. And then I listened to My, and I thought, because they were talking about it like being new and poppy and like good, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. And then I tried it and I was like, no. Like, and then it was just weird for me. I don't really like watching Troy's YouTube videos, his like music videos either, because like a lot of them are like weirdly sexual and he's like literally grinding towards the camera and it's awkward for me. Like so he was doing that, but it was in a white t-shirt and it was like weird flashing in the dark and in the light, and then he had like wet hair and I was just like so confused. And like didn't like was not following at all, and I was just like I mean, I love you, Troy, as a person, but like yeah. And then I watched one of his videos, like it was like my life story or something, and it's kind of cool though, because like he started out YouTube as like from the beginning he wanted to be like what's it called? God, how can I think? A music star, and then like he became one, and that's pretty cool for him. But personally, I'm not the biggest fan of his music. I'm just saying, I love you, Trey, but like not the music that much. Occasionally, you'll have good music, but most of the time, I'm not the biggest fan of music. Like unless I'm in a really sad mood and need to cry and like need crying music, I'll listen to your music. But like the majority of the time, I don't really like his kind of music. It's just too slow and melancholy for me. I like upbeat or very vocal, like not shouting, but like very loud vocals music, like Sam Smith, Adele, Halsey, like that kind of music. Like I'm really into that kind of music right now. And then Melanie Martinez, I like that kind of music too. And then I like a bunch of other kind of ranges of music, but like I'm not really into like slow acoustic, like very slow melancholy, like depressed over love kind of music. He's like the male version of Taylor Swift, and it's the male gay version of Taylor Swift, and I never really liked Taylor Swift, so especially now with her, what's that new song that's so annoying? I hate that song. Like it's so annoying. Like, oh, it's Look What You... I can't even say it without cringing. Look What You Made Me Do. Like, she doesn't even sing it. She says it over and over. And, like, the music video is even worse, which I've only seen clips of it because I recently watched this video that was, like, top 10 2017 songs, and Look What You Made Me Do was number 3. And I was like... I saw a clip of it, and then I was like, skip, I'm done, no. Like, but what I saw from it was even worse than the actual song, which is saying a lot. Like, Taylor Swift, why, honey? Like, don't. Oh. And then Troye Sivan is like almost following her footsteps, and it's kind of like, please don't do that. Like, I mean, I love you as a person, and you have a beautiful voice, but your just style of singing is just like, it messes me up. I don't like it. And then Tyler Oakley, like, I love his videos, like when he's just talking to the camera, or like when he does stuff with other people. Like, it's like, I don't know, this seems kind of fake. But like when he's just talking to a camera, or his older videos were like, was like 2 or 3 years ago, where he's like with friends and stuff and like doing stuff, which he still does that, but like it's a lot more like set up and like prepared, and like, I don't know, there's a lot less real stuff in it. It's more of like get down to business, entertainment. Which is how all of YouTube is right now, and like, it's kind of like sad, and like, I don't know. Sorry, I keep switching. But like, I was just watching them, and I was watching how like the only ones that I really truly enjoyed were like, or kind of related to too, were the old ones, like the ones that were like 2016, 2015, around there, where he's like talking to a camera, and then and not just doing stuff for the camera, and oh god, okay. And then I was thinking like, that was like, I don't know, I'm just thinking about like a lot of the new YouTubers I know. They're like 2 or 3 years old, and their channels blew up because they had something, and like, it was cool. And then like, I don't know, I'm just like, I know I keep saying that this is a video blog and video diaries, and like it is, but like there's like this little nagging in the back of my mind that I could be like inspirational for people and like help people, and I could like achieve my dream of traveling and like doing what I love most, which is like sharing people's stories and like all of that, which I could do that through YouTube. But at the same time, I don't really want to do that through YouTube. I kind of more want to do it through writing. But at the same time, I could picture myself doing it through YouTube, but then at the same time I can't. So it's very confusing and conflicting, and like there's just two sides of me that are like fighting and warring with each other constantly over this whole YouTube video diaries thing. And then just like watching their YouTube channels, like I just got kind of discouraged because of how like YouTube is now, how it's so entertainment, clickbait. Like, you can't just talk to a camera anymore and have people like purely enjoy it just for like feeling less alone, or like feeling included, and like just relating with someone anymore. It's more of like, I have to do something to entertain you, and like you need to enjoy it, and it needs to take up your time to like, for you to keep watching it, because there's so much stuff on YouTube right now. And I mean, I guess it's kind of good in a way, because there's just so much, and like it's grown so much, but at the same time it's kind of sad, because like it's just so like, I feel like something that was just something so small grew into something so big, and we're just like blowing it out of proportions. But for those same reasons, people can travel the world and make a living off of YouTube and share other people's stories and their stories and blah 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 blah. And like, so I guess it's good, but at the same time bad. So like, I'm conflicted on that too. I'm like, wow, my legs are really soft for some reason. It's so weird. My legs are never soft because I don't shave them. Like, what? I mean, I did just take a shower, but still, it's weird. So I don't know, I'm kind of like discouraged thinking that like, because my videos aren't clickbaity and they're not edited, and like, in the future, I know my videos will be edited, but I don't think like I'll ever like I never want to make them clickbaity, and I never want to make them like entertainment and like that ever. like ever. Like I'll do like projects, like maybe like a B-roll and stuff, and like my trips and stuff, and then I might do like games and stuff with friends, but like that's the extent. I'm never doing anything more than that. Well, I should never say never, but like still, like I'm pretty sure I won't be doing anything more than that, and like it's just disappointing because like I know that that's like not enough to like do more and like become YouTube famous, which I never wanted, but like at the same time there's like this little nagging in the back of my brain that like I could make a difference, and I could change people's lives and like help them, and through YouTube, because journalism, like it's really amazing and I love journalism, and there's like journalism is like needed, but at the same time it's just like old, and like there's so much like that people like, especially people around our age, who are just so involved in their phones and social media and like videos and themselves and like cameras and all of that. Like there's so much of that, and a lot of it is not focused on journalism anymore. A lot of it is not focused on Times or like any like magazines now. That a lot of them are like, most of them being like baby boomers or like X or like X whatever the thing is, and then like just older people reading the magazines and like enjoying the magazines, because like you have to like special order magazines too, and just like journalism used to be like a big thing and like huge and like really really important, but now a lot of it is online, and even then most people don't read it. A lot of people don't read it, and like articles aren't that like big, and it's a lot of it is like either TV news, which some people don't even watch TV news that much either, and then a lot of the news that we get is through social media and like all of that. Like it's just very like hard for me to picture my future, because like what I really want to do is going to be really difficult, doing what my true passion is through writing, when it's a dying thing, and it's hard to think about. And then my second passion would be editing, which is like books, but at the same time that's like, it's like a hobby of mine almost, and not really like a true like passion, and so I don't know if I really truly want to do that for a career. Maybe like a part-time job or something, but never like a full career. Because I mean, sure, I'm helping someone, and I'm helping like their like story be expressed better and be put out there for more people, which is important, and like I think it would be really fun to do, and I could make a career out of it, but I don't know if I would last in that kind of career, because when you're an editor, you're in a building and like you're always in that branch, and sometimes you'll travel to meet with the author, or sometimes the author will travel to meet you, and it's nice, but like that's it. Like that's all the traveling you do. Most of the time you're stuck and staying in one area, and then like if you make enough money you can just travel on vacation like normal people. But it's not like traveling is a job. In journalism, traveling is a job. like you need to travel to do journalism, which is why I wanted to do journalism for like literally ever since like I discovered that I wanted to do argumentative writing. And it's just discouraging that I can't do it. And then I guess I started thinking of subconsciously, without even realizing it until now, I was thinking of YouTube as a way to like do that, like express myself and like my story and like other people's story, and like just thinking of that through YouTube. And I wasn't even thinking of it that way, but at least consciously, but like subconsciously in the back of my mind, I guess I was. And I just now come to like the realization and like facing like what the little niggling thing in the back of my mind was. And it's also discouraging because like YouTube is so big now that it's like pretty much impossible to like become YouTube famous enough to like travel and like share the story and stuff. And like I don't know. And I feel like YouTube is growing so fast now that like in the future, like in a couple decades or so, like I think YouTube is gonna like die off or something, because there are so many people who started on YouTube and like they were just like me, video diaries and stuff, and then or they did it and it was like a boost to their fame or something, like Troye Sivan, and like that's how they grew. And then they've moved past YouTube, and like YouTube was their stepping stone. And then there's so many people who are like who now are trying to like catch up to them and like trying to like use YouTube as a boost for fame, or using YouTube as like a way to like inform people and stuff. Like there's so many documentaries and stuff on YouTube, and then there's YouTube, but like what was I thinking? Sorry. Hold on, I'll gather my thoughts. And then there's YouTubers who are like gamers or reactors who just like use YouTube as like a little hobby and like a thing to do on the side while they actually have their like real career that they're doing. Which is interesting, and which I thought I was gonna use YouTube as, like, and I'm pretty sure I'm still going to use it as. And just like it's crazy how versatile and like expanded YouTube has gotten in just a decade. It's literally only been a decade since YouTube came out, I think. Yeah, because it came out in like 2000. Excuse me. It's only been like 10 or 12 years since YouTube came out, because it was like 2004 or 5 that YouTube first came out, I think. Don't quote me on that. Just, I don't know. But yeah. So I'm kind of in a little slump thinking about my future. I don't know. Just ever since 8th grade, I've like, and then like freshman year it solidified even further with the whole media class that I took, that I wanted to do journalism. And it's been a thing that I've been really passionate about for like a while, like 3 to 4 years now. And it's just discouraging. Oh, my hair looks like ramen noodles. Cool. Okay. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm not really sure how to feel. Or how I feel right now. It's like, I don't know. yeah, and I feel like I've done way too many videos again because this would be my 4th video for today. Yeah, girl, you need to calm down with your videos. And I noticed how, like, whenever I'm, like, super tired or when I'm, like, serious, I talk really softly. And already my voice is soft and squeaky, as people have told me many a time. But when I'm serious, I get softer. For some reason. I don't know why. And then, obviously, when I'm shy, I, like, literally, like, my voice is non-existent when I'm shy. I've gotten better at it, though. But, like, now it's, like, the awkward phase of, like, I'm both awkward, but I'm still growing confidence, so I'll go through the phases of, like, my shy, awkward, quiet voice to, like, randomly spurts of courage and, like, loudness, and then going back to quietness, and it's weird. So to be like, yeah, hi, how are you? Yeah, we're good. Like, it's stupid. Yeah. I still know that I want to continue YouTube, though. I'm unsure of my future. So it's kind of freaking me out. Why are you freaking me out? But I guess how I'm feeling is how thousands of high schoolers feel every day. So, like, yeah. I've always been sure of the college I wanted to go to, but I've always known, even when I was little, that I always wanted to pursue something to doing with writing. And then in middle school, I figured out that my writing, I narrowed it down. It's not just writing, but I wanted to be, like, expressing myself through my writing, like, opinionated. And then freshman year, I found out that I wanted to be journalism, and journalism was the perfect way to express myself. And then around that time, I also found my love for video editing, and so it was like mixture, conflict. And then I eventually chose journalism, writing, over the video media, and then which I still don't regret because journalism is awesome. But, like, I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah. Everyone has those moments where they're like, they have these dreams or something and they don't crush, but, like, you can see them being slowed down or stopping, but they're not fully crushed. They just kind of are pushed to the side. Yeah. Which is gonna suck because I don't want this dream to be pushed to the side. I want to pursue it. But at the same time, I'm, like, scared because, like, I don't want to end up being, like, one of those people who keep switching their major and their career and, like, wasting millions of dollars in college over trying to switch their careers over and over and over again because they can't figure it out, and living with their parents still. Yeah, which I can't because my grandma is going to die pretty soon. Like, within the next decade, I'm, like, 99% sure she's gonna die, which is gonna be sad, and, like, it's gonna be a thing that's gonna happen, and I don't know what else to say. Like, and then my dad is gonna die too, so I can't live with him, and my mom can't live with her because, like, no, I can't live with my mom. Because I could room with friends, but then I would be mooching off of them. There's another word for it, but I can't think of it. And I don't want to do that either. So I really, like, want to, like, figure it out before I start college. Like, yeah. But I still really, 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 really want to do journalism. I don't know, like, how I can make that happen. With how life and like just society is growing right now, because it's like rejecting media, it's like rejecting news and like all of that. Like, it's just rejecting journalism. And journalism is like so much history behind it, and it's insane, and it fits me perfectly. Like, I feel like when I figured out and I wanted to do journalism, it felt like I was in my little home. Like, I felt like I finally clicked into place. Like, all my life. Oh God, I'm gonna sound so cheesy, but like, when I was younger, I'd always write in my journals and like always be making up these stories and like always be like expressing myself through writing and but like it never fully like, and I went through all these little fads and little careers and stuff, and all of them never really clicked. None of them really like fit me perfectly until journalism. And then like I don't want to give it up, but like it's just, we're just so far now that I don't know if journalism is gonna be able to like be a thing anymore when I finally become it or whatever, because like it's just so different from how today's society is like growing and like doing things nowadays. It's hard to think. Maybe I'm just overanalyzing and thinking too much into the future. Probably. So sorry for this depressing video and my soft voice, which, yeah, that sucked. But, yeah. Bye.